Zelda 1 is still the best game ever.
I was ready to be nice, to be good.
Honestly, I'm
not
just
argue today.
No, I'm just giving you shit. You know that, right?
And then you did come out with this controversial stuff. Why are you always being the controversial one?
No. I was just giving you shit.
Wait, why only one? Why didn't you buy more? You're supposed to buy hell. Anyways, this stuff is all updated. I know exactly what's going on, and yeah.
For those of you who don't know, or for the few people that watch our channel, Digi has been in contact with the author, Arch's Wonder. So whenever we have a problem, we've got we can usually get it solved by the person who created this Zelda classic.
I have not been in contact with him yet. There's still that ending issue that I have to deal with.
Okay, but at the same time, he does comment on our things.
Yep.
Yeah, I see those.
Now, whether he's right about what he comments is a whole new story.
Wait.
Calling Arch Wonder out.
Did he lie about something?
He said Zelda 1 was good.
Fox?
Actually, I don't remember his comments.
That's just an opinion.
Fox might have been lying about something in the previous videos that you weren't in Fire, but
What was it?
I wasn't lying, unless you're talking about the comments.
What? Saying that Fire isn't our boss?
Wait, I don't remember ever saying that Fire wasn't our boss. Full of shit.
Just...
Whether or not he's the marketing director, that's a whole new story.
I am not.
Okay, so welcome to the Wizrobe Dungeon.
Welcome to Stream Writers LCC.
The most I've done is post a video about Stream Writers on my channel. That's it.
I have two.
I never did.
A good chunk of the subscribers we have is probably from my channel.
Yeah, that's...
I know of one or two that watch from my channel.
I still have subscribers on my channel. I wonder if any of them remember me. Like, I wonder if any of them would care if I start uploading again.
I feel the same way, except I have more subscribers. Welcome to the asshole of the group that gloats about how many subscribers he has.
Of course you would.
Just shove it in our face, won't you?
I worked hard for those. I remember, like, counting compared to, what's her face?
Yeah, but at first
Evie.
you were a lot more consistent than I was, so I would have probably gotten more if I...
It just
stuck
slowed
to
down
it.
when, like, I had way too much shit. I do plan on making a comeback. It's just... What the fuck? I'd rather...
You've got
I'd rather wait.
School life.
I kind of want to get out of school first, and then I can focus on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I cared to do it. The problem is, like, when you guys edit, it's like, oh, that's no big deal. When I edit, it's like, okay, how many cards am I going to have to draw the numbers onto in fucking GIMP? That's my editing process. Okay, I have to do about 3. Every card takes about 15-20 minutes. So just 3 new enemies introduced in Mother 3 makes the video editing process at least like an hour.
Yeah, sometimes I try to edit all the needless stuff out, but sometimes, like, if I'm in a rush, I miss a lot of things. A good example is the water temple, as you saw.
Getting laser rays.
Because
In my, at the end of Mother, I talked about how I was going to do Pokemon Red. I actually changed that. I'm no longer going to be doing Pokemon Red. I'm actually planning on doing Minish Cap.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hi.
It is a good one.
Potion that I already have that I don't need.
I had Minish Cap a long time ago, but I lost it.
Oh, I still have
I've
mine.
got 2 copies of
The games that I lost were ironically all my Pokemon games.
Oh, that sucks.
I
You know
lost.
what's, you know what's funny? I'm not sure if I told this story before, but when I was like,
When I was just a wee little lad.
I forget. I was like 6 or 7, but I lost Pokemon Red, and I could not find it for the life of me. And
I lost Pokemon Blue at a bowling alley.
And then I think after I moved a couple times, when I was 14, it just turned up in the box, just a random box we had.
Huh.
So that was crazy, and I didn't care about Pokemon anymore at the time, so I sold it.
I lost Fire Red and Blue.
Let's not say it was gone for like almost 10 years,
Wow.
and it just turned up. I would have preferred if
Meanwhile, in the molesting room, Digi getting his ass handed to him. Wow. Holy shit. Yeah, but I want to do... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I keep wondering what all this music is from in this game. Like, this one, it's cool at first, but it's like pretty repetitive.
It sounds like Doom. Like, when I say Doom, I mean
bit.
Doom 64.
I never played Doom 64.
I played Quake.
I haven't finished Quake.
Yeah, but I kind of want to do Minish Cap because it's like one of my favorite Zelda games. It's one of my favorite non-classic Zelda games.
Yeah, well, I know what your favorite Zelda game is, but what would you put after A Link to the Past?
Link Between Worlds.
Of course. I should have saw that coming.
Okay.
Oh, that's so good.
That was great.
That was great. That was so good. What do you put after Ocarina of Time? Majora's Mask.
Okay, so a block puzzle, but unfortunately we can't push these yet.
You need the Titan Mitts.
Yes, exactly. And they're found in this dungeon somewhere.
Here's, I will say this. I think Minish Cap has the best music. Okay, scratch that. I think Minish Cap has the second best music in any Zelda game.
I think Twilight Princess has the best.
No.
I'm gonna have to say
So,
Awakening on this one.
Well, you know, I don't know. Maybe a Wind Waker. I like.
No. Twilight Princess and Wind Waker have their own styles. I'll give them that. But most of their music just sounds the same. With Wind Waker, you have that, like... You have that, violin recording sound, like, on the main menu. And it's the same sound for every single song.
Well, it's really just a few songs that stick out to me in those games. Like, I really like the Hyrule Field theme in Twilight Princess.
it feels like, to me, it's like they had one they had a few amounts of instruments, and they played the entire song, the entire game with those instruments.
Well, one song I got really sick of in Wind Waker was the overworld theme, the sailing theme. Whatever.
Just because you
I can understand
have to sail.
Because
But like the thing that bothered me about Twilight Princess and Wind Waker is that the music's just not varied, or when a good song comes, it's expected. There's no outstanding songs compared to the rest. They're all the same. If one's a 10, the other's usually a 9 or something. There's never a jump from like a 7 to a 10 like there is in any other Zelda game. That's what I love about Minish Cap. Minish Cap has music all over the place, and then there are these songs in Minish Cap that are just way too good.
come on, we all know the Zelda game that has the best music is Zelda 1, right?
I'd argue, actually, like, legitimately against that, as, like, Zelda 2 has better NES music than Zelda 1.
I'm joking.
Okay.
But I'm saying, if we're... The excuse of, it was the first game, so we have to look at its, like, music as first in its time, I'm gonna argue that the other NES Zelda game is much better.
I don't even remember any of the music in Zelda 1 besides the main Zelda theme.
I think...
Are you sure? I remember all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the droning out music of the dungeons.
See, that's why I enjoy Zelda Classic more, because people get creative with the music in the dungeon. Well, had coach.
Oh gosh. You have to remind me of what I already need to do.
Why does this remind me of Castlevania? This room?
Because of the water on the floor, and if you fall in it, you die. Even though in modern Castlevania... Oh my gosh, we have to do the Aria series. If I can get Omega to play Aria of Sorrow for the channel, and so I can bitch about Aria of Sorrow, then I'll play Aria... No, not Aria of Sorrow. What am I saying? Aria of Sorrow is, like, the best. I'm talking about Dawn of Sorrow. If I can get him to play Dawn of Sorrow, so I can bitch about Dawn of Sorrow, then I'll play Aria of Sorrow, so I can praise Aria of Sorrow.
I've only played a handful of Castlevania games, and I only finished one.
When you say you play Castlevania games, do you mean Metroidvania or Castlevania?
Either or.
That doesn't answer the question very well.
That's a good answer.
It just in general.
Oh yeah, I got the box key.
Okay, so what are the Castlevania games you played then?
Okay, well, out of the platformer linear Castlevanias, I played 1 and 4. And what was the one on the PS1? It was like a remake of the first game.
Harmony of Dissonance?
No.
No.
Well, no, but I played that one, and then now the Metroidvania style ones, I've only played Symphony of the Night.
You're missing out. You gotta play Aria's a better Symphony of the Night than Symphony of the Night was.
And I don't think this counts as a Castlevania game. At least I don't count it as such, but I played Lords of Shadow.
What's Lords of Shadow?
It's like God of War. It's a hack and slash.
Then how is it related to Castlevania? It's not even in the same title.
It is. It's Castlevania Lords of Shadow.
Oh, then it's considered a Castlevania game.
But it's not like the old Castlevania games.
Zelda 2 is not like the other Zelda games, and we consider that a Zelda game.
True. That's true. I don't know, but it's
we play Hyrule Warriors and praise it as a good Zelda game.
It's like an alternate timeline from the other Castlevania games, though. So it
has nothing to do with Matthias.
It's like its own series.
Does it have anything to do with Matthias?
Who's that?
The guy who became Dracula.
Oh yeah, I think he's in the game. Like,
Okay, well, if Dracula's in the game...
The events that occur are, like, different than the classic games.
Does it contradict any of the classic games, or does it just have characters from the classic games?
It does have characters, but, let me find something.
Because if it doesn't contradict, then it's canon.
I know Omega could explain it better than I can because he said Lords of Shadow is his favorite.
You know what I realized? Omega's not in this video, and Fire and I have not broken out into arguments.
I know.
We're actually just, like, casually talking about, like, series.
I'm really trying not to because we've already argued about Zelda 1 plenty, and
it's pretty much its own stream. If streamwriters had their own memes, that would be one of the memes on this channel. It's just the fact that we bitch. But like, no, seriously, like, I'm pretty sad that you only played Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, I've barely played any Castlevania games beyond that.
It's like, of all the Metroid games, I have to give it to... That was stupid. I'd have to give it to Aria of Sorrow.
We can't forget about Castlevania 64.
Castlevania 64 is actually a pretty okay game.
Okay, so...
I see the puzzle you're trying to do.
Spikes.
Castlevania 64 was just reviewed by the nerd, and now everyone jumps on the bandwagon that it's bad. But if you actually go to speed runners, they really like Castlevania 64.
Sorry I'm going so quiet, I'm still looking up the timeline of Lords of Shadow.
See, he's the Proton John of the group. He's always looking up stuff.
I thought that was my job.
Yeah. Does Trevor turn into Dracula?
Trevor dies. Like, Trevor marries...
Well, he's in the...
Trevor marries Syphilis, or whatever the fuck her name is.
In Lords of Shadow, he gets revived and is turned into a vampire, it says.
Okay, that's believable if he gets revived. I don't know why they chose Trevor.
I have to kill all the enemies in this room to first aid.
Okay, so we got about a 2-minute gap of talking.
Yeah. Oh no, wait, I got this all wrong. Gabriel turns into Dracula.
Who the fuck's Gabriel?
He's the main protagonist. That's right, he's the main protagonist of Lords of Shadow.
Now
okay.
for the back.
And he turns. Okay,
is there a reason why he turns into Dracula?
I don't remember. I have to play the games again.
Because I don't want to spoil Aria of Sorrow. But damn, that sounds familiar. Well, actually, most people know about Aria of Sorrow. In Aria of Sorrow, you actually turn out to be the reincarnation of Dracula. And so you're trying to stop yourself from turning into Dracula.
Huh.
But you only find that out near the very end. And then Dawn of Sorrow is like a continuation of that. Hey, it's a monster party, just like in fucking Pokemon. You get into one room, bow, 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 and then everyone just wants to butt-fuck you.
Exactly.
And you're just trying to find the damn stairs.
And the Gyptos won't leave me alone.
So where... Oh, he died.
Yeah. And now it's like, fuck this.
No, this is the way.
The thing is,
the way I have to go.
like, who is Gabriel? You said he becomes Dracula, but like, who is he other than the guy who becomes Dracula?
He's in the Belmont family.
Okay.
More money.
Oh, that's a slap in the face.
Don't need more money.
But like, I don't know. It sounds all weird. But it doesn't sound as weird as other games.
Okay, I'll read this to you. A great evil has befallen the land which prevents the spirits of the dead to leave the earth and allowing countless monsters to roam the land. Gabriel, armed with the ancient combat cross, seeks the power of the god Mask to revive his dead wife, Mary, who was brutally murdered. In order to obtain the god Mask, Gabriel defeats the three Lords of Shadow and kills the old god Pan. In the end, Gabriel is betrayed by his mentor Zobek, but manages to subdue Satan, the true mastermind and antagonist.
Okay, hold on. Whoa. Now I'm seeing the issues. This has less to do with the Dracula lore and more to do with Christianity.
Yeah, but then... Yeah, that's right. I think I remember now, in the first game, Dracula isn't even a thing until the second game.
By the way, guys, this
First
is
game chronically? Like, first game in the timeline or first game in the series?
The first game in the timeline.
Yeah, no, first game in the timeline, like... jeez. It was like... before... I don't even know if you play as Matthias or Leon. But you play as one of them.
This wand is useless.
So it's the Rod of Seasons.